After a win at the Allianz, we took on Burnley in the league, where Bruno Fernandes scored a double, starting off with a fantastic free kick. He followed up with a good power drive into the bottom left corner. We went on to win 3-1 in that game. In the third round of the Carabao Cup, we had to rotate. I was really hesitant using the 4-3-3 setup. Some of those players getting their first start, first competitive game all season. We got off to a good start. We got a goal from Anthony, finding the top left corner in the first half. However, we conceded in the second half in the 85th minute. I think, 5 minutes ago, Christie found the back of the net, which means penalties was going to be the deciding factor. We ended up losing 7-6, Malacia having his penalty save, trying to go down the middle, and Greenwood dispatching of his, meaning that we've been knocked out as early as the third round. The last game played off camera was against Brentford, where we started off poorly. Varane conceding an early penalty, however it was stopped by Onana. It was still a poor day at the office though. We went on to lose 2-0, our first defeat in the league. So kicking off episode number 3, we're still on top of the table with 8 games played. Liverpool only 2 points behind us after those drop points against Brentford. And in Group A, we're on top of the table by 3 points. Bayern Munich getting a win after that against Kobenhagen. Galatasaray got 3 points as well, so they're both level on points. Copenhagen has none at all. So when it comes to form in our squad, Marcus Rashford is topping the charts right now. He can't stop scoring. He keeps getting involved, whether it's an assist or a goal. Within 9 appearances, he has 10 goal involvements. Rasmus Højlund right underneath him as well. Onana, he made a couple good saves against Brentford, almost keeping us in the game, but the pressure was a bit too much. As you already know, the backline's playing really well. However, the players that are out of form is Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof. We can't get them to actually play up to the standard in our system. I think Wan-Bissaka's just not getting enough game time, so maybe during the course of the season he might grow into an even better player. I think another player that could potentially fit our profile is Edouard. He's got 8 goals in the league so far, getting off to a good start in the campaign. We've been enjoying most games, if I'm honest with you. We have large spells of possession. We're really good at breaking sides down. We obviously still have teething issues at the back that we are trying to sort out, but we haven't even had a transfer window yet, and some of these guys still need to improve. So for Sheffield United, they haven't got too many goals amongst themselves. Cameron Archer and Ollie McBurney are obviously the strikers that we need to keep an eye out for in this game. They are going to be using a 5 at the back formation, but we have a 3 at the back formation, so I feel like that works hand in hand. Get a shot off. Guys, still ball watching against this football club. Anthony takes it down, comes short. Rashford, bit of link up there. There we go. Rasmus Højlund, front goal. Come on, early on. 1-0. 1-0. That's all it took. All it took was that one ball in the gap. 20 minutes gone. We're still leading by that early goal from Højlund, and we're under the cosh right now. The Blades are really relentless. Well done, Maguire. Come on. We lose the ball right in front of goal yet again. Another shot. We're getting peppered right now. Sheffield are going to have another crack at this fleck again. Come on, get the ball out, boys. What are you playing at? We need a new set-piece coach. Defensively, we are shocking. Get our shape and dictate the tempo. Just passing it around side to side at the back. Didn't expect Sheffield United to play with such confidence on the ball. Varane. We're a bit spaced out right now. Go on, Menu. Good at carrying the ball. Garnacho. Going down this left-hand side. Puts the ball in. Shocking. Really shocking. Menu. Give that to Luke Shaw. Garnacho up against Bogle. Referee, man. Are you serious? He's just completely impeded the player there. I call that obstruction. You better get back up. Let's run at Bogle. Rashford in his natural position now on the wing. Again, it's just trying to go direct isn't working. Got one player with a knock who's non-existent down the left-hand side right now. One minute added on. Let's go, Rashford. Rasmus Højlund. Let's go. You shouldn't leave Rasmus Højlund alone. Isolated with a defender. Højlund hit across the keeper. Half-time interval is here. It's been a poor first half despite leading the way. We need to get on the ball and actually start creating chances. Get players showing for the ball as well. Whenever we turn and try to get into the midfield, it's really congested. There's no options. Let's go. Garnacho. Højlund. Ball over the top. Let's go. Marcus Rashford. Let's go. Rashford finds the back of the net early on in the second half. Still against the runner play. I must say Sheffield United, they should hang their heads in shame. They've had a lot of opportunities. Onana has kept them out. So despite being dominated, we're still finding ways to hit the back of the net, which is a good sign. Means that these players can actually set up shop whenever we put our minds to it. But we need to actually get on the ball and start playing like league leaders. Ball's cut back. Fleck. Archer. Fleck. One put a foot in. Well done, Mainu. He's not playing about. He's not playing about when it comes to being the protector of the back line. And then there's a poor pass. We need to make some changes. Fleck. Into Archer. Osborne. Osborne is probably going to try to get a shot off. We're going to hold him back. Cameron Archer had a shot in the first half denied from close range by Onana. Hasn't been back to test out the keeper since. Just keep it that way. Really solid right now. Difficult to penetrate. Let's go. McTominay, get under control. Get under control. Up the line. Go on, Anthony. Go on, Anthony. Flipping hell, man. And this is why things aren't working out. Well done. Maguire, get up. Referee, tell him get up. Rashford, back into Mainu. Gonna lump this up. Go on, Fernandes, flick that on. Rasmus Højlund on the volley. Oh, I thought there was a goal scored opportunity there to be taken. Bogle, there's a cut back into Brereton Diaz. Hamer burst into the box. Hamer with the shot. Onana. He's had a fantastic afternoon. Osborne. Oh, come on. Usher him out. Thank you, Mainu. He's been solid in that CDM role. Puts another block in. Anthony gets forward. There's Mason Mount. Got Rasmus Højlund to his left. Mount buys himself some time. Slips in Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund, who's in front of goal, who finds the bottom left corner, and that's free. That's free. We're really good at hitting sides on the break. You guys already should come to expect this counter-attacking FC. That's pretty much been the game plan throughout the game, because getting on the ball and trying to dictate the tempo is not really something that's possible anymore, it seems. These players just seem to be ball watching, allowing Sheffield United to have the ball, but as long as we can use it to our own advantage, then I don't really care. Varane, draw that forward again. Amad Diallo. Let's go. We're going to run down this right-hand side. Diallo on his left foot. He's stopped by Basham. Oh, the take-ons in this match has been piss poor. Hamer into Osborne. Brereton Diaz. Knew the cutback was coming. There we go. Maguire's had a solid performance against his former club as well. Key interceptions being made by the Englishman. Let's go Anthony down his left-hand side. Got some support from Martial. Martial's picked out. We've got Anthony Martial on the ball. Got Diallo, back post. Oh, can barely get under control. Let's go. Another attempt to play it into the box. Oh, come on, keep that in. The game's over pretty much. We got the 3 points, but I must say it was a shocking in-game performance. Barely had much of the ball in the first half. I think in the second half it was a lot better. But still not good enough. Make that make sense. It was a lot better, a massive improvement, but it still definitely wasn't good enough. We still managed to get 2 extra goals though, which is a surprise. We caught them on the break. Sheffield United they just didn't have their shooting boots. I think my man of the match could easily be Rasmus Højlund or Onana, but they've gone for Rasmus Højlund by a landslide. He got an 8.5 in terms of his match rating, 7.8 for Onana. Got a goal from Rashford, and Kobe Mainu got an assist, and so did Mason Mount. Yeah, we ended the game with only 45% possession. XG was 1.3. I thought Sheffield United would have had a higher XG because they had more shots on goal for against us in the first half. They had a lot of the ball for majority of the game. Didn't expect for it to go that way. The whole point of starting off with Sheffield United was to ease ourselves into the episode and play some good football on camera. Oh no. Garnacho's out for 3 months as well, man. That's our second player out as well. We even had Mason Mount out for a small amount of time, only a week. But this time around, it's going to be 3 months. A broken toe has been suffered. So because that injury has Garnacho out, this is how the formation's going to look in the menus now. So we're going to have Shola Shature probably featuring a bit more. Kobenhagen's still going to remain on the bench. Mason Mount should get a look in from time to time. We might even drop Mount in that number 10 role and drop Fernandez in the shadow striker role. And see how we get on from there. But Diallo should be getting more game time now that Garnacho's out. It had to be the star boy, man. So right now, we're keeping tabs on the likes of Antonio Silva and Scalvini. Antonio Silva being the main target out of the two. Obviously, we pointed out Kunde as being a top target for the centre-back role in the last episode. But I feel like Antonio Silva, he could be a future signing. Someone that could be here for years to come. We can build around him in terms of the centre-back partnership. And I feel like, I feel like he's got a lot of good qualities about himself in terms of his playing styles. Long ball passing, which is good for building out from the back. He's got that blocking, which we tend to do a lot, and interceptions is really key. That's something that we're suffering with right now. Balls being slipped in behind. So this next encounter should be a piece of cake. We're playing against Copenhagen. They haven't got a point at all on the table in Group A. They're just asking us about Garnacho. Why remind us? But back to the topic. We are in really good form right now. They're using a 4-3-3 formation. Their tactic is kick and rush. So when they're out of possession, they try to win the ball as quickly as possible. So maybe we might find a lot of openings in the back, get a couple runners in behind. We are going to try to use a different formation, a 4-3-3 formation, because we don't have enough personnel in the attacking third to just fling a lot of attackers on the field all at once. So if we can try to ration out and distribute some of the attackers in a smart way, in a smart manner, we might be able to actually still continue our fine form, especially in front of goal. Defensively, we haven't been perfect. I feel like the final third has been carrying us. So I feel like if we lose that edge, it's going to be curtains for the rest of the season. In terms of the starting 11, we have Onana in goal. Delos at the back with Varane, Martinez and Luke Shaw, who's playing that left back. The CDM is Amrabat. Mount is the box-to-box midfielder. Our number 10 is Fernandez. On the right, we have Anthony Hoyland's the number 9. And Rashford is playing on the left-hand side. Elianusi to Milan. Well done, Delo. He stands up, stands his ground, gets the ball back. Bruno Fernandes has switched that play. Marcus Rashford, he can get onto that ball. Let's get it under control. Cut in. Drill this into the lights of Delo. Who's that? Anthony. Oh, right foot strike. Doesn't make a clean connection. It looks like it swerves outwards after taking the shot. He doesn't even hit it with his lace. Knock him off balance. Another harsh challenge goes in by Hoyland. Definitely unsettles the back line there. Rasmus Højlund. Oh, what's Rashford doing? Go to the left or go into the middle. Like, make your mind up. I need to know where I was going to lay that off to. Definitely a stretch in Copenhagen. Doing well in possession. Oh, ball played over the top. Oh, Rasmus Højlund. Oh, what a volley. What a volley. I didn't expect a goal to transpire from that. Bruno Fernandes just loops over the defender's header. Rasmus Højlund catches it perfectly. Patient build-up pays off. Yeah, as I was saying, we've had a lot of possession, and they've allowed us to pick out passes quite simply, especially that ball for Marcus Rashford, that diagonal ball. I wasn't able to play a pass like that against Sheffield United. I'm telling you, styles definitely make games. There's definitely a difference in this game. We have a lot of time on the ball, a lot of breathing space to strut our stuff. Oh, come on, Amrabat. You don't do stuff like that. There we go. Let's go, Anthony. Clayson. Larson. Cornelius. Back into Larson. Well done, Mount. Well done, Mount. Tracks back and helps out Luke Shaw. Rashford. Shaw. Let's go, Mount. He's in the gap. Fantastic movement from the box-to-box midfielder. Rashford charging forward. Rasmus Højlund in the middle. Got Bruno Fernandes. He can turn out. Right foot strike. Try to aim for the bottom right corner. Grabara with the save. It's a Cornelius. Clayson returns it. He returns it to Clayson, who's inside the box. Good block there by Varane. Ball floated into the box again. Get it out to low. Follow up with a clearance. There we go. Bruno Fernandes. We'll flick that on. There's Rashford. Go on, Rashford. Gonna run to the right. Go overlap and run from Delo. More options coming from Rasmus Højlund. Gonna find Højlund in the middle, maybe. Højlund. McKenna gets ahead on that. I was expecting him to pull out an overhead kick, maybe score an acrobatic. Could only hope. Martinez. Short. Rashford. Return it to Short. Gonna float that back post. Go on, Rasmus Højlund. Grabara off his line again. Only a new seat. To Larson. Larson's gonna try and turn. Come on. Falk. Oh, another blocking. More blocks. Oh my days. We conceded. What is going on here? Oh my days. Too much ball watching, especially from Luke Shaw down that left-hand side. He could have probably got himself involved. That was a 50-50 right there. The ball should have been cleared away, man. We're going into the interval level against Kobenhagen. Shocking. Oh, come on, ref, man. I was trying to win the ball. Amrabat's going to get a card. It's a yellow. Elianusi. Oh, come on, stop the shot. Good save by Onana. Concede the throw-in instead. So Amad Diallo's on now. See if the younger Ivorian can shine down the right-hand side. This is opportunity now. Let's go, Fernandez. We're turning it up now. Tempo's increased. 65 minutes gone on the clock for Varane. We've moved out wide. Gonna go centrally. Martinez. Spreads play to the right. The low. Fernandez can turn. Rasmus Højlund. He's got a lot of bodies on him. We don't have quality on the bench, and that's what's upsetting me right now. Martial is on for Højlund. We're bringing on Christian Eriksen for Mason Mount. I'm not too sure if that's going to be an improvement, but got to roll the dice at some point. Ball goes in. We need a clean head on that. Martinez. Ball played over the top. Try to find anybody that could get on the end of it. Gillette follows up with a clearance. Battling for possession quite a lot down the right-hand side. We seem to be successful at winning it back in that region. Amrabat. Bruno dinks it into Martial. Martial can turn his ball down. Yes, referee. He's giving it. He's pointing to the spot. McKenna brings down Anthony Martial. What? Captain Fantastico. Are you going to give us the lead? Restore the lead, please. Everyone's nervous. I'm nervous. Palms are sweaty. Let's go. Top left. Gonna see if we can beat Grabara. We do. Bruno Fernandes restores the lead. 2-1 up. And we're back in the driving seat. Bulk. Elianusi. Ball goes in. Well done, Varane. 1-2. Moves it on to Diallo. Bruno Fernandes barely has any energy, but we're going to keep going down this right-hand side. Ball played into Anthony Martial. What a ball by Bruno Fernandes. What a touch by Martial. And what a finish as well. Ice in his veins. Anthony Martial, he's a cool candidate in front of goal. Look at that ball. Just perfectly weighted for the Frenchman to take it down. More changes. Delo's being bought off for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Amrabat's being replaced by Lindelof. We're sitting him into that number 6, or slotting him into that number 6 role. I haven't done this before. Let's see how he gets on. Oh, come on. Well done, Varane. Helps out Martinez, who completely mistimes his challenge. Come on, flick that on. Diallo, he's been holding up pretty well down the right-hand side. Ahmad. Let's go. Eriksen. Martial, he slips in. Marcus Rashford to put the game to bed. No. Oh, the game's already to bed anyway, but it's 4-1. Amad Diallo, he gets the ball in the end and he puts it into the back of the net off the bench. Gets his reward for his fine determination, playing for the badge, played his heart out so far. Oh, I see Rashford. He would have been offside anyway. Referee blow the whistle now. Put them out of their misery. And that's exactly what he's done. We're 3 for 3 in Group A. We're on 9 points now. Still 3 points clear on the table unless those two sides have drawn, Galatasaray and Bayern Munich. We are going to take a quick look at the table at the end of the episode to see how this match has reflected upon it. Rasmus Højlund playing really well against his former club, bagging us the first goal. Yeah, Martial was a really good influence on that game. 53% possession to their 47, 3.3 XG to their 1.5. 2.5. Again, we are finding ways to hit sides on the break really effectively, so that might be a tactic that we can deploy from time to time. Obviously, our main tactic is to try and be on the ball and dominate the game and be patient and break down opposition. But when push comes to shove, sometimes you need to play ollie ball. The headset's really giving me a headache right now. But yeah, I think it's a bit too early to get a bit gassed winning a game without Garnacho. We probably will notice him missing against Manchester City. Again, we're not going to be able to use that three at the back formation because I feel like that'll be too demanding. So Amad Diallo's definitely going to be up for contention for first team football this season. He's actually played well against Kobenhagen. He's actually featured in a few games, especially against Bournemouth. I know we lost in that game, but a lot of the youth players, a lot of the fringe players actually played well in game. In terms of Anthony, he's got a lot of competition now. Garnacho, Diallo, and imagine what happens when Sancho, Greenwood and the rest of them come back from loan. Greenwood, we're most likely going to sell him. Sancho, who knows? But yeah, Anthony, he needs to be more consistent. He does get goals, but he doesn't play too well when it comes to his overall gameplay. He's on 2 goals right now and 3 assists, 5 goal involvements in 13, which isn't bad. 6.62 average rating, again, not too bad. We're not even halfway through the season, so we're not going to write him off, but man, he was a frustrating player to use in the last 2 games. Last game of the episode, the clash that you guys have been waiting for. The Manchester derby has arrived. It's upon us. We're going into this last game of this episode with a game in hand, so there's a chance to extend our lead on top of the table. We have 21 points to Manchester City's 18. They're sitting 4th right now. So yeah, we definitely need to field a really strong starting 11. Can't have any lapses of concentration at the back like we've had against the likes of Bayern Munich, Wolverhampton, Brentford, etc. The list does go on. And Manchester City, they're using a Jurgen pressing system, a really strong starting 11. We don't really need to go over what they have and what they possess. In their last 5 games, they've won 4 and drawn once. And the thing is, they're not strangers to goals as well. Erling Haaland's on 7 goals in the league. Bernardo Silva's behind him with 5. Kovacic has 3. So yeah, we need to keep an eye on these 2 midfielders in particular, because they seem to find themselves in positions to grab a goal. Some will say this is a negative setup, but I feel like this is the best way to tactically beat Pep Guardiola and his men. It's a 4:30 kickoff at Old Trafford. We're starting with Onana in goal, Wan-Bissaka at the back with Varane, Martinez and Luke Shaw. The midfield consists of Amrabat, McTominay and Fernandes. On the right we have Anthony, Rasmus Højlund's the number 9, and on the left is Marcus Rashford. Okay, the Manchester derby's underway. It's a 4 p.m. kickoff, and I feel like this is going to be a really tough task. We're going to see what these players are made of. Obviously, the new manager bounce definitely would have worn off by now. So this is a test where we could definitely assess where these players are at level-wise. Beating the likes of Tottenham, beating the likes of Arsenal. Haven't come across the likes of Manchester City just yet. So let's see how we handle the pressure defensively. When the foot's on the other, when the shoe's on the other foot, I tried to find Aaron Wan-Bissaka and volley that, but just completely aired the ball. Hits his back and gets cleared away. Luke Shaw, Bernardo Silva with the block. Go central. Go back to keeper, man. Go back to keeper. I already know what time it is. Yeah, they're not trying to let us breathe in the middle of the park. Wan-Bissaka just about keeps that on with his head. A bit dodgy. Ball rolls. A bit of class there by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Gets past Foden. Ball goes in. It's a pointless spell of possession there. But we did try it. Crossing's on manual, so we need to be a bit more certain when we're putting balls into the box and lumping it in there. Well done for Varane. 10 minutes gone. It's just a tussle for possession. Oh, come on, Luke Shaw, don't do that. Just don't do that, man. We haven't got time for things like that. He just runs and then stops. Who does stuff like that? Ruben Diaz. Man City committing centre-backs forward as well. It's hitting them on the break, the go-to thing. Anthony has it under control. John Stones trying to hold him, keep him at bay. Vardio stops him in his tracks. Grealish kind of turns Amrabat inside out. Foden, Grealish into Kovacic. Kovacic on the ball. Not Rasmus Højlund. Haaland. Bit of pressure there from Erling Haaland. But Onana It's cool and composed. Ball, try to find Rasmus Højlund. We've been trying to go direct and haven't had any luck so far. The accuracy hasn't been there. Bruno smashes this one in. Header from... Oh, come on, McTominay. Come on. It's a decent cross, a calm connection as well, but Ederson gets a hand to it, tips it around the right-hand post. Giving the ball up cheaply there, Phil Foden. But Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Foden, left foot strike, good save there by Onana. Half an hour gone, it's still 0-0, and it's the first time Onana's been tested. Ball goes in, come on, Vardio wins the aerial, get that out, get that out. How's that even transpired? Rashford needs to get up. Rashford needs to get up. If you guys have spotted him, he's down holding his shoulder. Slowly making their way forward. Possession still in the centre circle. KDB turns out. Force Haaland into an offside position. Oh, this is getting frustrating now. We're going to kick out at him. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Don't let him turn and shoot. Don't let him turn and shoot. Don't let them get another shot off. Onana's been peppered. He's been peppered for the last 5 minutes. And need to find a way to ease the pressure off our defence by keeping the ball in the City half. Oh, there's a breakaway. There's a breakaway that's on Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund in front of goal. Finds the back of the net against the run of play for the last 10 minutes. We hit the back of the net after hitting them on a break, transitioning from defence into attack in a matter of minutes. I'm telling you guys, we're the best side when it comes to counter-attacking so far this season. The Dane, he just can't be tamed. And Ruben Diaz left a big gap in behind for us to exploit. Ederson left in no man's land as per usual. We hit it across the keeper. We hit the back of the net. Okay, yeah, this has been a real team performance. We've come together as a unit and we've managed to keep up Man City. So half-time is here. We've been playing really well. I must say, we've had more possession than I thought we would. And Manchester City, they did pepper us for the last 10 minutes of the first half. But I feel like for the most parts of the game, we've been in control. At half-time, 48% possession to their 52. McTominay is the standout player so far. Second half on the way, Rasmus Højlund being the only player that separates the two sides of that goal in the 42nd minute. And I think Manchester City are going to come out angered. Pep Guardiola must have given them a bollocking at half-time. Same bollocking we would have given our players at Sheffield United. Hits the corner of the top right. I think it's the top upright. Onana did look beaten as well. Amrabat. Come on, Amrabat. It just takes years to turn, man. We need pace. We need pace in that number 6 role because we can't afford to have players getting pressured on their first touch like that and not being confident in turning out. Martinez. Højlund. Turn that into McTominay. Varane. Wan-Bissaka. Just going to go back up the line, man. Just going to keep passing this ball in a safe manner. Try to draw players out of position. Come on. Oh, no. Frickin' hell, man. Frickin' hell. What a save. What a save. Clear that out. I really hate passing it around too much because eventually your passes just get muddled up. Let's go. Ball over the top. Needs to come off. Oh, so does Rashford. It's so irritating, man. These knocks are becoming way too frequent. Let's see. Mason Mount can play off the left. But yeah, Luke Shaw, he's going to be substituted for Harry Maguire. Moving Lissandro Martins to left back. Yep, we're going to have to do that now. Rashford's off because of the knock. Mason Mount's going to be playing off the left as well. So 2 changes down the left-hand side. One being a fitness issue. One being forced. 1-2 between McTominay and Martinez. Mount going to draw that in the centre into Bruno. Bruno has a few options. We're going to play over the top. Rasmus can run onto it. There's a cut back into Mason Mount. He gets it under control. Back up brigade. No one's going to help him out here. On the edge of the box. Come on. Oh, he needs to come off. He needs to come off. He needs to come off, man. Like, where's he running to? That's what I want to know. 71 minutes on the clock. We're just moving the ball side to side. City are just sitting back, waiting for us to make a mistake like that. Like, what's Maguire doing? I want to know why it takes so long for Maguire to take the ball and turn. Like, come on, man. You're a professional footballer. We're going to make more changes. Anthony's now off finally. Diallo's making his way on the pitch. Oh, well done. McTominay, come on, man. Concede a silly free kick. Kevin De Bruyne takes the free kick. If that went in, I would have been so deflated. Onana, lump it up the pitch, going Wan-Bissaka. Diallo, turn up. Diallo, oh, I see a ball into Mason Mount. Mason Mount gets the ball on control. Left foot strike, possibly finds the top right corner. We have won. We have won. I know we have won it. I know we have won it. We aren't going to let this go. We're not going to let this slide. 2-0 up. Mason Mount off the bench. Perfect running behind. Exploited that space down the right-hand side. Kyle Walker, not even in the picture. He's right behind Phil Foden in the bottom left corner, if you actually are paying attention. But yeah, Mason Mount, perfect finish with his left foot. Kyle Walker's now off. He's had a stinker of a performance. He's getting substituted for a central midfielder. They've even brought on Alvarez. Manchester City, they're pissed off right now. The league leaders 2-0 up against the champions of last season. Ooh, Julian Alvarez has a bit of a flair about him. Oh, Erling Haaland's trying to force his way in the box. Come on, well done, Maguire. Didn't think he would have the strength to hold him up, but he's successfully kept him at bay. Are we going to keep a clean sheet in our first Manchester derby as boss? Go on, Maguire. Out jumps Erling Haaland. Fantastic performance from our former captain. It's actually crazy to call someone our former captain and them still be at our club. Let's go. Silva. Alvarez. Oh, we completely take out Alvarez. McTominay. It's all in the spirits. It's all in the spirits of the derby. Referee, I'm expecting a yellow. Not a red, though. Not a red. He's given a yellow card. KDB's going to try hit this again. Or maybe take this one short. No, he's going to hit this. He's going to hit this. Hits the wall. Rasmus Højlund blocks his face after smashing him in the head. Let's go. Amrabat. We just about squeeze it into Højlund. Let's go. Who's this? Højlund up against Ruben Diaz. We need a better run from Amad Diallo. Not enough support here. Not enough support. Going to backheel that. You guys saw the idea. You guys saw the idea. It just doesn't pay off. 2 minutes to go with 2-0 up. I feel like we're going to get the clean sheet over the line. I see it. I smell it. I smell it. De Bruyne. Don't give him too much space. Oh, he gave him too much space. He picked out the pass and somehow Julian Alvarez hits the post. He hits the front face of the post. Doesn't hit the inside of it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Højlund float that forward, cleared away by Matheus Nunes, and there we go. The full-time whistle's blown. We recorded a 2-0 victory against last season's champions, and yeah, we done it convincingly. I feel like this is probably one of our best performances in this episode, which is quite ironic because we played two sides we were expected to play off the park, and we didn't exactly do that. But yeah, Mason Mount stepping up, playing in the left winger role. He's played there before, but he's not played it in my system. Despite conceding a lot of goals earlier on in the season, I think Onana's actually played exceptionally well since the start of this rebuild. I feel like he's been scapegoated. The back line were at fault for a lot of the goals, especially against Wolverhampton. But yeah, Onana got man of the match in his first Manchester derby. So it's not a serious knock for Marcus Rashford. We're going to get into the menu and see he's only out for 5 days. So he's most likely just going to miss a game. Probably come off the bench for the game after that one that he misses. So because Liverpool drew in their last game against Nottingham Forest, they drew 2-2. Winning that game against Manchester City sends us 6 points clear on top of the table, only suffering 1 defeat, no draws and 9 victories. Second place are Liverpool, third place are Chelsea, and Manchester City, they're fourth. You guys can read the table. You guys already know how to read. In terms of the bottom 3, consists of Brighton, Wolves and Burnley. So pause the video if you want to look at the rest of the table. In Group A, we are still 3 points clear on top. It looks like Bayern Munich beat Galatasaray, so we're 6 points clear on them. And it looks like the pathway through to the knockout phase has been carved for the top 2 sides right now. So Rasmus Højlund leads the race for Golden Boot in the league right now. 9 goals and 10 appearances. He's been fantastic in the pressing forward role. I feel like buying another striker right now it would be a bit sticky for morale, because Rasmus Højlund, he's definitely going to expect to play week in, week out, and he definitely deserves to. If these two players have another successful month in the squad, we need to extend their contracts. Losing them for free Right now I don't want to lose them, but losing them for free right now it sounds wild to me because they're in good form. Even Martial coming off the bench, he plays well as a squad player. He doesn't complain as well, which is something that we need. Players that know their role. But yeah, if you made it this far, smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere video or upload one. I'd like to thank you guys for showing support for the brand new series. Everyone that voted as well, I'd like to thank you as well for getting involved and helping us make a crucial decision, because I did really enjoy the last save, but I'm immersing myself back into this new one, which is really exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to uploading more content. Hope to see you guys for episode number 4. Take care for now. Peace.